Judges ready? Timer ready?
Yes.
Greetings to my judges and my esteemed opponents. My name is Elijah Wessel, and I affirm the resolution abortion should be banned in the U.S. In a just society, laws protect the most vulnerable. The central question in today's debate is whether the right to bodily autonomy justifies the termination of human life. I argue that it does not. The highest value in this debate is the sanctity of life, the principle that human life has an intrinsic worth and must be protected. Without a commitment to life, no other rights can exist. To uphold this value, the appropriate criterion is the right to life, as recognized in legal doctrine and moral philosophy. If the fetus is a human being with rights, then abortion is unjust killing that violates this fundamental right. A just society cannot permit the intentional destruction of an innocent life. Contention 1. The fetus is a human life with moral worth. Life begins at conception. According to embryologists Moore, Persaud, and Torchia, the zygote is the beginning of the life of a new human being. From the moment of fertilization, the fetus is a unique DNA, continuous development in the biological characteristics of a human organism. If left undisturbed, it will develop into a fully formed human. Philosophers like Robert George and Patrick Lee argue that human dignity is not based on arbitrary values and characteristics such as viability or consciousness. A newborn is not fully developed, yet we recognize its right to life. The same logic applies to a fetus. A person's right to control their own body does not include the right to harm or to kill another human being. We recognize legal restrictions on bodily autonomy in cases such as drug use, drunk driving, and self-harm, all of which are regulated because they endanger life. Similarly, pregnancy involves two distinct lives. If bodily autonomy justifies abortion, it would also justify harming newborn infants who depend entirely on others for survival. Since we do not permit this, abortion is equally unjust. Contention 2. Abortion is a violation of human rights. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 3, states everyone has the right to life. Legal systems worldwide recognize the protection of innocent human beings, and this protection must extend to the unborn. In the US, fetal homicide laws consider the unborn child a victim when a pregnant woman is killed. If the law recognizes the fetus as a person in cases of murder, then why does abortion receive a legal exception? This contradiction undermines human rights. In almost all jurisdictions, a baby born at 22 to 24 weeks is given medical care. Yet, a fetus of the same age can be legally aborted. This inconsistency contradicts any standard of justice. The right to life should not depend on location, whether in the womb or outside of it. Additionally, history shows that denying personhood leads to moral atrocities. Just as slavery and genocide were justified by redefining personhood, abortion relies on the same flawed reasoning to strip the unborn of their rights. Contention 3. Abortion harms society. Health risks and physical consequences of abortion are immense. Pro-abortion advocates claim that abortion protects women's health, but the reality is that it carries serious risks. The American Association of Gynecologists reports that abortion increases the risk of hemorrhage, infection, infertility, and preterm birth in future pregnancies. Additionally, studies published in the Journal of Child Psychology and Psychiatry link abortion to high rates of depression, anxiety, and substance abuse. Women who undergo abortion are more likely to experience mental health struggles than those who carry pregnancies to term. Abortion disproportionately affects minority and low-income communities. According to the Guttmacher Institute, nearly 80% of Planned Parenthood clinics are in minority neighborhoods. This raises serious ethical concerns about targeted population control. Moreover, declining birth rates due to abortion have led to population crises in countries like Japan and South Korea, where a shrinking workforce threatens economic stability. If abortion remains widely available, society will continue to experience demographic and ethical consequences. In conclusion, I affirm that abortion should be illegal. Scientific evidence confirms that life begins at conception, Moral philosophy upholds the fetus's right to life, and legal precedents contradict the notion that abortion is a fundamental right. Furthermore, abortion harms both individuals and society, violating the principles of human rights and justice. A society that claims to value life must extend that protection to the most vulnerable, the unborn. Because abortion unjustly takes human life and violates fundamental rights, I urge you, my judges, to vote for the affirmative in today's debate. Thank you. I now stand ready for cross-examination.
You need some time for a quick time, or it's
I'm
cross-examination, so you ask him questions personally.
Yes, my esteemed opponent is well said. May I ask you, first of all, when you speak a number of times about the right to life, would I be correct in assuming that the right to life that you are referring to here is based on the idea that the human fetus is a person?
Yes.
When do you consider the human fetus to become a person?
From the moment of conception.
Very good. Also, you mentioned that the American Association of Pro-Life Obstetricians and Gynecologists reports a increased risk of hemorrhaging, infection, fertility, and preterm birth. Do you have some kind of evidence of that?
That was just like an article that they put out that I read.
I see. And do you believe that a country has the right to choose to make itself extinct?
No.
Fair. No further questions?